This is the video review for Transformers Animated Activators Lockdown. I'm doing a little something different this time. I'm going to go from robot to vehicle, because that's really the more tricky bit, since vehicle to robot is just popping it back up, which I will show at the end. But he's a fairly accurate for an activator, he's not a bad representation of his on-screen character. I mean, you can definitely tell it's locked down. He has the different molded and different painted legs. His arms are the same, though. But, you know, different. He does have the engine block kind of hanging off his back there, which you could do on the original toy if you wanted to. But very clearly locked down. He's got ball joint hips, ball joint knees, ball joint shoulders, ball joint elbows, and his head. Oh, his head does turn, and just a straight swivel hinge on his head. But very nice, very neat, pretty cool. The only problem is the way these panels flip on his shoulders. They don't tab in or lock in, and they're a little loose, so his arms are a little wobbly this way. But aside from that, fairly solid figure. To transform him into vehicle mode, you just flip these panels up. These panels can be posed off to the side or at an angle if you'd like. You just make sure they're straight up and flip them over, like that. Then you flip his feet down, and then basically you come around the back, and this engine block you slide down between the legs. This gets his arms to fold. You want to make sure these little tabs interlock, and then basically under here you'll see you just keep pulling this engine down until that little clip right there in the middle clips over the middle and locks it into place. And you just push the legs up against, the legs lock right up against there, and then these little panels right here on his hips lock into place. And then just rearrange everything, make sure everything locks together and sets into place. The arm should go between the back legs, and this little bumper pushes up and locks, and there you have lockdown in car mode. And he is a little bit more warped and cartoony and exaggerated in car mode. Again, just because of the activator size. But again, still recognizable as lockdown. He's still got the spikes and the scoop and the engine and the black and green color scheme. And then to transform him, as I said before, he's an activator, so to transform into a robot, you just put your fingers right here and push up on the engine. And that more or less unfolds him all the way out. Just bring the arms up, flip them down, flip up the feet, and then flip out the little hip panels here. And you have him back in robot mode. And just for a little size comparison, here he is next to Activator Starscream. They're almost exactly the same height. Lockdown may be a smidge taller, just like the Voyager versions of these figures. And then Prime's actually a little bit taller than Lockdown if you count his antenna. Prime so far is the tallest of the activators I have. There you go. Activators Lockdown.